Hello, my name is Paul Link, and I'm here with my partner Matthew Stewart. We have been researching some food in the Indian culture and how it relates to specific societies. And I invite you to join us on this virtual tour of the origins of this great dish.
For our dish, we chose the Nihari. Nihari is a curry dish that is made of slow-cooked beef or lamb and bone marrow. It is a very important dish in the history of India and Pakistan and is one of the national dishes of Pakistan.
Interestingly enough, there's been a long debate on the origins of Nihari. Some say that it was created in Old Delhi, which was the capital of the Mughal Empire. Others say it was created in the royal kitchens of Awadh. Either way, it has become a staple dish in India and can be found all over the country.
Nihari has always been a very heavy food on the stomach. So heavy, in fact, that in the past nobles would eat a plate and then nap for hours till the Zohar or afternoon prayers. Because it is served warm and is so thick and hearty, it is commonly eaten during winter months. Some even say that during summer, Nihari is indigestible.
People have known Nihari to be difficult to digest since the earliest days of Nihari. Some people find that even digesting, quote, one morsel of Nihari is a difficult task.
The name Nihari originated from the word Nahar, meaning day. Many places that serve Nihari will have a sign on their doors saying Nihari available from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Since making Nihari requires the meat to be slow cooked, it is usually cooked overnight in large vessels sealed with dough.
Lots of spices are used in the making of Nihari. There's usually about 50 spices such as garam, masala, cumin, cardamom, cloves, as well as a special type of sea foam. It is usually preferred that Nihari be cooked with beef shanks, although it is commonly cooked with lamb, chicken, and mutton. Since it takes so long to cook the meat, beef shanks are often the most used meat.
Nihari is an extremely flavorful food. There are so many spices and flavors added so deliberately, it is not a surprise that many people believe it came from the study of Eastern herbal medicine, or hikmat. It often can help clear sinuses, the common cold, and can also help warm you up during winter months.
Around the time Nihari was beginning to gain popularity, it was mostly a food for the rich. It was an extravagant dish served to the, quote, rich Muslim Nawabs of the pre-partition India. These high-class people soon realized that it had to be worked off once eaten. The rich, thick curry laden with tender chunks of veal or beef, slow cooked to perfection in the bone stock of shank meat, could leave anyone full and tired for hours. This was when it made the switch from being a high-class food to being a low-class food. And the high-class people would make it for their day laborers, and it would allow them to get a lot more calories, and they could work longer hours.
The rich began feeding this delicacy to the labor class at construction sites as regular breakfast, in lieu of daily wages. The meat is high in protein and allows for a progressively slow increase in blood sugar, and this makes the laborers crave food much less throughout the day. This practice worked so well that it is still even used today on many construction sites in India.
One of the very interesting additions many put on Nihari is brain. Yes, I said it, brain. The added brain is cooked and added to the stew. Many dedicated Indian foodies will not eat Nihari without the added brain or bone marrow.
Most Indians use a similar method to cook Nihari. First, they heat up the oil and braise the meat evenly on high heat for just a few minutes. They then add many spices to the meat and cook it on a high heat until the meat is evenly coated.
Depending on how much they want to make, they then add 10 cups of water to the meat. They put the flour into 4 glasses of water and to let it dissolve and then add it to the meat, making sure that the meat is completely submerged underwater.
They then add a second round of spices into the boiling pot while lowering the heat and letting it simmer for 6 to 7 hours. And then they fry the onions up and add them to the stew and then cook it all together for another 15 to 20 minutes.
This is when they would garnish and serve the meal with hot naan.
So, as you can see, this delicious dish's history is much richer than one would expect. The Nihari has been such an essential part of Indian culture for so long.
I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this journey of Nihari.